Coming up tonight on YCU, a local Enfield mountain will not be reopening next season. A fire destroys a specialty food producer in Springfield, Vermont. And we have the latest snowcountry.com ski report for your local mountains. For more news, sports, and weather, stay tuned. It's time for YCU, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region and central Vermont. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that's happening in our area. The news on YCU, your local view.
Good evening and welcome to YCU. I'm David Carmichael. A Quechee man was in court yesterday accused of molesting two young girls. Police say that Shane Harlow sexually assaulted the girls on more than one occasion. Harlow knew the girls and they were sisters. The alleged incidents against one of the girls happened 5 years ago in Thetford. Investigators say the other victim was assaulted by Harlow just last week at her home in White River Junction. 8 years after it reopened, Welbeck Mountain will be forced to close after an overwhelming amount of debt. The beloved mountain where many kids learn to ski, including myself, has racked up more than $1 million in outstanding debt. Welbeck is moving to liquidate and sell off its assets, according to co-owner Evan Dibig. They will be closing for the regular season this Sunday, but will be reopening the following weekend on March 23rd for Motor Mayhem, a combined motorsport and ski and snowboard event. Also, you can get some free skiing in tonight after the show, of course, until 8 p.m., and you can even catch me there behind the bar. A fire yesterday morning at Cavendish Game Birds of Vermont on Woodbury Road in Springfield killed 20,000 quail at the specialty food producer. No one was hurt during the fire at the farm, which was discovered by owner Rick Thompson when an alarm at the farm's power source to the hatchery building went off. The large barn was destroyed, but he said that the barn was insured and that the family would rebuild and get back in business as soon as possible. About 14 people are employed at the farm, 2 locations in Springfield, including 10 at the farm's quail processing facility on Paddock Road. The fire also destroyed 30 Berkshire pigs that the farm was just starting to raise. Claremont police need help stopping a group of vandals who hit the schools last weekend, spray painting obscene messages and pictures on the middle school, Stevens High School, and other buildings. Chief Alex Scott said that the vandals started on March 4th, targeting cars in the Bluff neighborhood. Reports came in from the Maple Avenue School, Myrtle Street, and other areas throughout the city. On Sunday night, police found numerous instances of graffiti on school buildings and even a police cruiser that was parked in a residential driveway. Scott is asking people with information about the vandalism to contact the police at 603-542-9538. The New Hampshire legislature has voted against a bill that would have legalized marijuana in the state. Lawmakers in the House struck down the proposed law by a vote 239 to 112 on Wednesday. Supporters say it's time to end the government's war against marijuana users, arguing tobacco and alcohol are both legal and pose a greater danger to personal health than pot. Bill opponents say that marijuana is a gateway drug and has chemical effects on the brain that can influence memory, thinking, and concentration. A Vermont State House panel has okayed a hike in Vermont's gasoline tax. The 2% sales tax would kick in this coming June and would be moved up to 4% in mid-2014. The state would also move to trim its per-gallon gasoline tax to nearly 6 cents a gallon. The radical animal rights group People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA as most people know them, is asking the state of Vermont to stop its family-oriented Let's Go Fishing program. Fish and Wildlife Commissioner Patrick Berry has taken the issue with PETA's request. He's invited the organization to go fishing. He tells the Burlington Free Press that picking on a program that brings families together and nurtures an appreciation for aquatic resources is a poor vehicle for a political stunt. PETA said that the fish feel pain and fishing promotes an inhumane treatment of the creatures. After the break, we'll hear from Bill Corey from the Sunapee Landing Trading Company.
The YCU News continues in a moment.